Hi, Dr. Lisa Thompson of drlisamthompson.com, and I'm coming to you from my home office outside of Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Let me ask you a question. What is the mother of all skill? Well, stick around, because on this episode The Doctor Is In, I'm going to share with you what that answer is and how it can help you build a profitable, sustainable online business. So stay tuned. Today you're going to learn about the most important discipline that is going to help you master your craft so that you can create a profitable, sustainable online business. But before we get to that, I want to give you another quiz. What do John Wooden, Vince Lombardi, and Tony La Russa all have in common? Now, a lot of you are thinking, well, they were probably the most successful coaches and managers of their respective teams. Yes, they did, and they won a lot of championships, but it was because of this fundamental discipline that they instilled in their players that allowed them to have unparalleled success, especially John Wooden. For 10 years, his team won NCAA men's basketball championships, 10 straight years, and it was because of this. Get out a pad of paper and a pen and write this down right now. Repetition is the mother of all skill. Let me say that again. Repetition is the mother of all skill. And why is that? At each of the practices of these three coaches, they did specific things during those practices that made the players better, and that when it came to game time, they did it without thinking. For example, with John Wooden, they had to dribble the ball for a specific amount of time. Vince Lombardi made his team practice the Pracker sweep every single practice for a certain amount of time. Tony La Russa had his team, they were hitting, the batters were going, and they had to go to the batting cage and hit balls for a certain amount of time. The pitchers had to throw a certain amount of pitches per practice, and all of a sudden they wound up getting better. Because what happens is, and this is where the pitfall of being in the digital age is, that we think that we're supposed to have success happen instantaneously, as fast as we can download something off of iTunes. And that's not what happens. You cannot fall into the trap of, oh, I've heard this before, I've seen this before, and I've done this before. Because the leaders in the field, they always practice the fundamentals every single day. And that is what is so important. Now think back to the time when you first learned how to tie your shoe. When you wanted to tie your shoe, it was a conscious thought. You had to think about all of the steps that went into tying up your shoe, the laces, making sure you're putting the knot the right way. And then it became a point where you practiced it so much that you can do it without thinking. And now if you go and you tie your shoe, you're not thinking about the steps. That is the power of repetition being the mother of skill. How does this apply to your online business? You can't just take one course and say, I've done it, you did it one time, and you're a master. You have to do it day in and day out. Think about the first time you created a blog post. How long did it take you? Probably over an hour. That's what it did for me. But then as I wrote a blog every single day and I disciplined myself about what I needed to write about and how to optimize my content, now I can write out a blog post in about 15 to 20 minutes. That is the power of this discipline. And when you practice it and you do those fundamentals every single day, it becomes easier and easier, and you can do it without thinking. And then in those moments when it's crunch time and you only have a short window of time to execute and get things done, you can perform it and perform it well. And that will allow you to get into that law of averages, where if you do something for a specific period of time, results go in your favor. So start practicing repetition being the mother of skill. And when you do that, you're going to notice your results change in your business. Did you find this video helpful? leave a comment and share. Make sure you like my Facebook fan page so you'll never miss another episode The Doctor Is In. And go visit my website at drlisamthompson.com. And when you do, you can pick up your free gift, which is my social media marketing playbook, a video specifically designed to help you attract the perfect prospect to you in just minutes a day using social media. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of The Doctor Is In, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.